Thank you both for joining us today. Transitioning to the topic of media literacy, just how important is it for one to be media literate? With all the ever-changing technology we have today, is this something society hasn't quite caught up to in terms of its effects on our many views, such as political, environmental, and other various issues? Tykeira Carter brings us the report.
Hello, I'm Tykeira Carter. When one wishes to be media literate, they have to take into consideration all the different concepts that are needed so one can speak knowledgeably about the media and the role it plays in our lives. Today, we are meeting with Sacred Heart University's very own Professor Bill Yousman to discuss the importance of being media literate and what role it should have in education. Thank you for coming in today, Professor.
I'm really happy to be here.
Okay, so first, let's talk about yourself.
Well, I have a doctorate in media studies from UMass Amherst, and I've been teaching media classes for about 20 years now. Recently, I came here to Sacred Heart University to start this new graduate program in media literacy and digital culture.
So the real question is, what does media literacy mean to you?
Well, the standard definition of media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media. But I also add a component of recognizing the powerful role that media institutions play in creating our world for us. So I add that critical analysis element to it to kind of broaden out what we're talking about when we talk about media literacy.
And why is this important in the K through 12 education system?
Well, as we know, media are so important in all of our lives, not just children, but adults too. But increasingly, we're growing up with all these devices that put us into constant contact with the media world. There's no longer a time of day or a place where we're not constantly involved with and using media. Anything that we spend that much time with and that has such a powerful allure to us, we really should be able to critically understand.
So how do you think we get this topic incorporated in our curriculum for younger students as well as high school students?
Well, it's a challenge actually that we're facing. The rest of the world is kind of more advanced than the United States is on media literacy education. But we live in a political climate where increasingly education is being focused on just kind of standardized testing of narrow topic areas. So the media literacy movement is actually working very hard to get educators and the people who make educational policy more aware of how important it is to include this as part of the curriculum.
And are these key concepts that you're teaching in your course?
Yes, so here at Sacred Heart, I teach an undergraduate course in media literacy where we go into the key principles and the concepts of media literacy, but I also teach a range of media literacy courses in this new graduate program. And so pretty much all of the teaching I do is related to media literacy in one way or another.
Well, thank you. That will wrap it up with our time with Professor Yousman. We'll send it back over to you, Carly.
Thanks, Tykeira.